Dwayne from The Runner, and today I'm going to give you my first impressions of the Nike ZoomX Zegama trail. Right, so the Zegama is a neutral trail running shoe from Nike, coming in at a weight of 10.2 ounces or 289 grams in a men's size 9. Price wise, $160 in the US or $220 in Australia, but again, with all my reviews lately, this one is on sale for $154 on the Nike website. So get yourself a deal there. Stack height wise, 33 millimeters in the front, 37 millimeters in the rear, giving us a 4 millimeter drop. Now in the upper, we've got engineered mesh, so it's very similar material or the same material that Nike are using in most of their trail shoes. So the look itself, it looks a little bit like the Wild Horse. It's got the gator here up around the heel counter. But the mesh itself, the engineered mesh, is nice and breathable and provides some good drainage. Important thing to note, it doesn't have a hard toe cap in this trail shoe. Heel counter wise, nice. It's a pretty firm heel counter, but not super duper rigid. We've got lots of generous padding inside the heel counter there. And it's actually, it thickens, that engineered mesh just disappears, and it thickens right out around the heel. So lockdown wise, around the heel, it's quite good. Lockdown wise for the rest of the shoe, it's a little bit fiddly, and especially with the laces, just to try to get the laces pressure. So I know Nike bring this lacing system in and out of existence, but at the moment I'm struggling with this one. The tongue is fully gusseted, and it's got a nice amount of padding there, and that does take some laces pressure away off the foot. In the midsole, so as you can see, we have got a big sticker on the side of the shoe saying ZoomX, but don't be fooled by that big label on the side of the shoe, because it's not the ZoomX feeling that you are familiar with. That's probably in the Invincible or the Vaporfly or the Alphafly. So it's actually encased. The ZoomX the ZoomX in this shoe is encased in a carrier foam. That's the SR02 EVA carrier foam that's giving the ZoomX some protection, especially out in the trails, and it's adding some stability to the shoe. So yes, don't expect that soft, squishy, bouncy ride in this shoe with this label on it, because it's not going to happen. So the ride itself, so surprisingly stable. No ZoomX feel for me at all. I don't think I'm heavy enough to get any squish or any bounce out of it. However, I'm enjoying the ride on a fire trail. So on a boring, flat fire trail, I think the ride's just fine. Outsole wise, we have got 4 millimeter lug depth, multi-directional lugs, and they're pretty well spaced far apart. I've had no issues with the grip so far. However, I've only ran in dry conditions. So I've ran in some technical, really rocky, undulating terrain and pretty much just some fire trails, but no issues for me in the grip, but again, just in dry conditions, that is. So what I'm liking in the shoe so far is the surprisingly stable ride. So I was expecting a softer and more cushy ride. However, not too disappointed once I started running on it. The Nike Peg 4 is actually, or the Nike Peg Trail 4 has actually got a softer and spongier ride than this one. What I'm still figuring out in the shoe is this print right here, so ZoomX in the midsole. So I'm not getting any ZoomX sensation, and for me it is reminiscent to the ZoomFly 5 that just come out, which I quickly turfed after a couple weeks running. So just a big marketing ploy to get everyone to buy the ZoomX on the side, and you don't get that really premium feel. So yeah, it's encased within the shoe. I haven't cut the shoe open to actually find out how much ZoomX is in there. For me, it just feels like a standard EVA midsole. That's not too bad, and it's pretty stable. Dislikes so far. So on the rocky and more technical undulating terrain, I am getting hot spots under the feet. So really, really bad friction. And that's definitely got to do with me struggling to get a lockdown with these laces. It's also got to do with my sock choice. You need to make sure you've got the right socks that don't irritate or don't cause friction with the inner sole of this shoe. So not liking that. So just be wary about that if you're considering this shoe. So far I'm sitting on the fence with the Zegama. Loving how it feels on a fire trail, not loving how it feels on a technical trail. So that's got me confused. What is this shoe designed for? Is it for a technical trail, as the lugs would certainly indicate, and maybe the Zegama name would indicate? Or is it just a dirt road cruiser? So not too sure yet, Nike, what's going on here, but time will tell. Anyway, keen to hear your thoughts on the Zegama. So it's actually been out for a little while. So if you've got some experience in running in the Zegama, please let us know in the comments below, and I'd like to read those. Also, if you are considering this and you've got some questions about my first impressions, again, just leave them in the comments below. Anyway, guys, that's it from me. Don't forget to give us a like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next time.